Welcome back. This is my third attempt of making this video, and it's getting me angry. But that's okay, because I know that's my only thing I gotta fight against. So I'm not gonna get angry, and I'm gonna just talk about whatever now, because the subject slips from my mind. Write a letter in English, and then translate those words into Hebrew, and then go read it or something. Do something with your life. I did, because I wanted to speak to the Most High in the language of my forefathers. So if you say you love the Lord, well, how much do you really love Him? Do you love the Lord enough to spend at least a month, couple of weeks learning Hebrew? Do you? See, I hear the people always talking this, Lord, give me this, give me that, give me, please give me this, give me. Nobody does nothing for Him, though. How dare you look at the Father like he's like some lottery machine, like he's a fucking genie or something. That really grinds my gears about you people. Because it's actually stupid to pray to God about foolish ass things like that. Because the Most High is like straightforward. He is about growth. He's about maturity. He's about learning. He's about going through what you gotta go through, because there's no other way. So when you pray to God for things that'll just, skip lessons in your life, when you want to ask for things that'll, make you not really a man, and then you wonder why He doesn't answer you. Like, I was listening to China White last night, and she said something I said to my boy a year ago, when I was living with him, and I was helping him see the Most High, and he was having problems with women. I told this story in one of my videos, and he would be always like angry and shit because, women didn't look at him like that, and, we all men want women. We don't want to be alone. And he couldn't understand what was going on. He's like, yo, I'm a good guy. I got all my friends. Like, I actually will love a woman. Like, I won't cheat. And if I do want another woman, I'll tell her the truth and I'll leave. Like, I want to start a family and all these things, right? And I used to try to tell him, like, bro, you have to face the facts of reality. And the thing is, the more you allow yourself to get mad at women because they don't choose you, the more you're actually mad at God. Like, you're not mad at the women, you're mad at God. And he didn't understand that. And I tried to explain to him, like, all these negative things that I'm teaching you about women doesn't mean every woman is like that. I told him, when I open your eyes, it's going to be hard to keep liking women, because you're going to see how foul they are, and you're going to see how many of them there are. And when you do, and you can't see a real woman anymore, good women no more, they're out there, it's gonna make you depressed, and it's gonna make you hate these other women. But then it'll grow, and you'll start hating all women. And he didn't believe me, or, it's the natural reality of growing as a man. Now we're living in a hyper society, so everything happens a little faster. But it's basically the same thing. You don't have a choice as a man. We have no choice but to change. He thought because I changed his soul and helped him become, more with the Most High, find things about himself, he thought that, all right, now women gonna like me. And I'm like, no, dog, like, just because you're a good man don't mean they gonna like you, dummy. Like, that don't mean nothing to these women. Like, they need things, they want things. And he could never understand it. And I tried to explain to him the best way I could. And I said, all right, you're not the most attractive guy in the face. Period. Then you're overweight. Then you don't have a lot of money. So those are 3 things women do not like. And it doesn't fucking matter if you don't like the fact that they don't like it. And he would get mad, and then I explained to him, I said, okay. I walked him outside. I said, let's go for a walk. We go for a walk. I see a fat girl, ugly, dressed in skimpy clothes. And I said, you should go hit on that girl. He goes, ew, no. And I say, well, why not? He said, look at her, bro. She's like all sloppy and shit, like she's fat. Her face is ugly. You know what I mean? And the way she dressed, she ain't carrying herself well. She dressing like these little skinny sluts, and she's like all big and shit. And I said, see, motherfucker? See? I said the same shit you said about her is what the pretty bitches say about you. You're fat. You're not that attractive. And you're dressed like you're sloppy as fuck. And you expect bitches to, what, fall in love with you? That's the mind of a child. Just like you were raised to see the hot girl with big tits and a fat ass and a skinny waist and a pretty face, and that's what you want. Well, women were trained the same way. It's not being trained. Pretty is pretty, nigga. Pretty is pretty, females. And it is what it is. If you ain't on that side, you gotta do other things. Don't feel bad. 80% of the world is ugly. Do you understand that if you line 20 people up, literally like 3 of them, we're talking no makeup. We're talking butt naked. You take 10 women and you line them up, no makeup, no clothes on. Only 2 of them are going to really, really look good. The rest of them are going to be average. She's going to have a pretty face and a pudgy stomach with a weird looking pimples on her face. The other one's going to be fat and da-da-da. Like all the girls you think look really pretty, those are Photoshop pictures and it's makeup. If she takes the makeup off, she goes from an 8 to a fucking 3 to a 4 to a 5. Most of these girls you think look good, they don't really look like that. That's where they getting their false confidence from. So I tried to explain to him, like, bro, you have to be realistic. If you're not going to shred your body up and get a 6-pack, not even a complete hardcore 6-pack, not even like you're like a fucking gym medalist. No. If you don't gain muscle, if you don't clean your fucking house, if you don't make your home really comfortable for women to want to come in there, if you don't learn how to be smooth when you talk, if you don't learn how to talk to women, if you don't get this nervousness out of you, if you don't get that anger out of you, you're never gonna get a woman. Because you can get all the money, you can go get in shape, And because you still never learned how to talk to women, you're nervous and unconfident, they're still going to feel that off you. So now that you can walk up to them because you look good and you got money, as soon as you start speaking, she's going to just use you and she's going to go on to the next one anyway. So you want to be used by bitches? That's what most of you really want. You don't want a woman. You just want to be used like the rest of these guys. And that's the problem. So I was listening to Trina White last night, and she's talking about this topic, and the way she said it was the way I'm telling my friend, but in a different way, but it's the same thing. And she said the street facts, like, she said if you're not on top of your shit and you expect a woman to just fall in love with you, you're lying to yourself and you know it's not going to happen. Because just like I gave the fat girl example, that where I took him outside and he said, hell no. That's what they feel about you. The same way you feel about the ugly girl, the stinky fat girl, the skinny crazy looking girl with the fucking eye that's a little bit off. The same way you feel about them is the same way the attractive women feel about you, because you won't make yourself good. You won't make yourself smell good. You won't make yourself look good. You won't make yourself... Yo, I've seen men that don't have money really like that and are not really attractive. But because they learned how to talk to women, because they learned that women like to hear certain things and they like to be told certain things and all of this, and they like to drink and they like guys that could dance... He went and learned that stuff, didn't lose the weight, and he still got females. He still has a kid. Why? Because he has confidence. Women are very mental creatures and very emotional creatures. You know how, like, you guys, like we always say, they're always in their heads, they're mentally crazy and shit. Well, the Lord gave them a special power. The shit you feel inside that you don't tell people, she can sense that. So when you're a clown-ass nervous joker that's angry at the world and angry at women because they don't fuck with you like that, when you walk past them, that's why they don't talk to you. Because they can feel your anger. They can feel your fucking weakness. They can feel your nervousness. They can feel your, I don't know what to say to her. Oh gosh, she looks so good. I drink her bathwater. She can feel that shit. Just because you don't say nothing doesn't mean she doesn't feel it. It doesn't mean she doesn't see it in your eyes. A woman can read you without you speaking. She can read, she can feel and read your energy. Then she's going to read your body language. And if you're a fucking hunched over, non-standing up, straight man, that means you have no confidence. If you were like, how you doing? She knows you're nervous. You're a weak talker. That means she's so pretty to you that you're like a little boy in her eyes. And she don't want that. She wants a confident man that can lead her. Why do you get nervous around women? Because you know you have nothing to talk about. Why do you get nervous around women? Because you know if you actually get one to like you, the best thing you can do is throw your money at her. What are you going to teach her? What are you going to teach her? Do you realize that every single woman that is in love with any man, it's because that he taught her something and taught her something about herself? You know, what do you call it, Chad and Ray Ray, the broke guys that get sleep with all the women? You think he's just throwing dick at them? He's not. He's opening their minds to things that their parents were holding them back from. He is allowing her to express her sexuality without judging her directly to her face. He's allowing her to engulf and indulge in her sin that she wants to. But you don't do that. You talk this super good guy shit in front of girls thinking that's gonna make them like you. First of all, sexuality doesn't always have to be a negative thing. Like a lot of men I see that don't learn to talk to women, it's because you don't know how to talk about anything. You just talk to men so much that when you get around women, you're like, damn, what am I going to talk about sports? She don't want to hear that. What am I going to talk about my feelings? I don't want to seem like a pussy. Well, that's why you got to learn how to figure out things and talk to other women and about things that they talk about. You got to know it's a game. It's all a game. And if you don't learn it, well, you gotta deal with what you gotta deal with. It's a nice little ramble video. Felt like putting out a little information for you guys that may or may not be lucky with women. You're not really missing out, I'll tell you that. Because half these chicks that you get angry about that walk by you because she looks so good, they would destroy you anyway. Like, some of these women are so experienced with men and they know how to manipulate so good that you would think she's in love with you and she would be fucking niggas behind your back. She would be taking your money. And because you're so not used to dealing with the losses like that, you would snap, lose your mind, and think you had the right to kill men because they fucked your girl. I've actually had men tell me that if a man touches my girl, I have the right to beat him up and do all these things and I'll kill him. And I'm looking at him like, yo, you're an idiot, yo. That's exactly why she's gonna fuck him again. Because you're an idiot. You don't own her. And you never will. And if she wants to give herself to someone else, it's because you're not doing your job. Or she's not the girl for you. Get over it. Yes, it hurts. Get over it. She belongs to the streets. Like, and I see dudes. I was a dude like that. Like, I remember when I was young in love, I was ready to... I would have hurt somebody, but then as I got a little older and started fighting with her and all of these things and thinking, I thought to myself, why would I throw my life away killing or harming this man, and then she's going to be outside, I'll be in jail, and she's going to go fuck other men now, and I can't get to them because I'm in jail. So you're not going to win anyway. She's still going to get more dick. And you're gonna get dick now. In jail. So, before you think you're gonna throw your life away for love, don't waste your time, bro. Like, if you really have that in your heart that if a man steals my woman, I'ma kill him and you're not meant to be with women. You're not meant to be with women. You have no idea what love is. And you really believe in your head that you own somebody. This ain't the slave days, and you're never gonna own anybody. Those days are over, buddy. If you want to own a woman, go start a business and then employ her, and then you'll own her and shit. Then you can, you know what I mean? But other than that, like, it's like that old school 50s, 60s shit. That wasn't the way. Everybody act like back then in the 30s and all that was the way. Them dudes were beating their wives, or they were completely man simps. They were bitch ass niggas giving their wives all this shit. And if you don't believe me, how come you don't have shit? If they were such righteous men and they were doing the right things and they were building their families, how come fucking 2 generations later your grandpa how come most of you like aren't living on your own land? Your grandfather was doing all that hard work back then with your grandmas and all of that, right? No, they were living just like we are now. except they had a little more respect for themselves. They dressed a little more modest. But the same, nothing new under the sun. There was simple men then, there was cheaters then, there was all of these women doing exactly what they're doing now. It's just more hidden. Like, it makes me mad when I hear people say, oh, the world's getting worse, and it's like so bad, and it's like, listen, bro, did you read that Bible? Did you ever, like, hear of Sodom and Gomorrah? Because when you guys say it's bad, and I go read Sodom and Gomorrah, I go, nah, it ain't that bad. It's bad, believe me, it's horrible. Like, if we actually get to see everything that goes on, I'm sure then we'll probably be like, oh, yeah, this is like Sodom and Gomorrah. But for the simple fact of, I can walk down the street and not have people mobbing me and taking advantage of me sexually, then I think we're still in a pretty decent place, because like that's how Sodom and Gomorrah was. They were like, they were literally savages living in cities. Like they were depraved to the max. There was pedophilia, and there was no limit on sex. Everything was a go. Now we're living in a time where it's almost coming to that now, but it's not the same. I think the next generation will have to literally live in Sodom and Gomorrah, because there's too many good men left. There's too many righteous people. There's no way someone's gonna walk there, let a mob of people run around and try to like have sex with people unwillingly. You'll get shot to death. You can't do that right now. There's too many righteous people. There's too many regular, even if they're not righteous, there's too many people that disagree with that. So you won't. You're not just doing that. And that's how they was doing it back then. They was mobbing around, just doing whatever they wanted. Like, people don't they don't read this Bible. So my advice to you, gentlemen that may, not be doing so good with women because you didn't build yourself. Remember that they can feel who you feel like you are. So if you feel like a loser, they think you're a loser. Because they can feel it. They feel that you feel that way. Why do you think the dudes that are broke and got nothing still get girls? Because in their mind, they tell themselves, I'm the shit. I don't care what I don't have. I'm that dude. And because he feels like that inside, when she meets him, she's like, I don't know why I like this guy. He's so confident, and he's just like, oh, I don't get it. It's because inside he believes that he's the fucking greatest man since sliced bread. And because he has that feeling, she feels it, and she's like, there must be something special about him. I want to help him build himself up. That's how it goes. That's why you see a broke dude slam dancing these hot girls. Because he's confident. And he's so confident that he's a good man and he's the best man and all this, that she's like, I don't care that he's broke. I'll help him get a job. I'll help him. That's why they end up giving him the car keys and all that shit, and they get to do whatever they want, because they're doing that because they're hoping that he'll become a better man by giving him this stuff. Then she wakes up to realize that she got tricked, but she's in love with him now. He's been having sex with her and stuff. He's been tricking her mind. That's why they get it. Like, that's why they... And you're not getting it because you won't get yourself in shape. You won't elevate your mind and read things about, how to talk to women. You really believe that men really just walk around and don't have a plan in their head? You're an idiot then. If you think any man that's getting women didn't have to face what you face, you're an idiot. At some point in their life, they faced what you faced, and they said no. I see what works and I see what doesn't. I'm going to do what those dudes are doing. They look like they're doing sports, and that's what all the girls like. Well, I'm gonna learn sports, and well, I'm not great at it, but they don't care. They like the way the body, the competition, the sweat. They love to see winners. They love seeing this competition. When you learn to immerse yourself in the things that women like, and you start becoming these things, these righteous things, then more women will start looking at you. Because you know nothing, because you do nothing, you get nothing. You understand? And like I tried to tell you before in that last video, if you didn't watch it, about the dark soul of women, or one of the China White videos or something, I said, you're lucky that you're not confident and you're fat and everything, or you're skinny and you're goofy. The Lord spared you. All these women you would have got with, if you wasn't, they would have destroyed you. Because you don't know about all this stuff. Do you realize the Lord's the one making you feel nervous? Do you realize that? Do you realize the Lord knows they'll destroy you and you won't become a real man? So that's why he blocks your fucking courage to go talk to them. Because he's saving your life. All love, all praise to the